Just to catch everyone up, Blake and I recently bought a sailboat. As something to do, something to build on, and something to have together. At the time of purchase, Blake was in Arkansas handling some family business, so I went to look at the boat and ultimately made the final decision to make the purchase without her here. Although she knew about it all, it sort of turned into a surprise. Originally, our plans were just to have it as a cool little hideaway. It had a good running motor, air conditioning, and was really just a cozy little vibe inside. Shortly after getting it home, it didn't take long for me to decide, we have all this, why not learn to actually use it and try out sailing? So I quickly gathered up the bare minimum to conclude the equipment I needed to rig the boat and get underway. My goal was to teach myself how to sail effectively and efficiently, at least to the point that when she got home from Arkansas, we would be able to go on our first excursion together, with just the power of the wind to guide us. I wasn't really sure what I would be in for, but I knew that was exactly what I wanted to do. The boat came with the Genoa, also known as a jib or head sail. The Genoa is just a larger version of a standard jib. The image shows a jib in green and the Genoa in blue. She didn't have a mainsail, so in preparation for my first day of training, I went out and bought a mainsail. For starters, I bought what was immediately available, a second-hand main from a J24, which is a racing boat. It doesn't spec out to exactly the same as ours, but it's pretty close. After a few days of some good old YouTube University, all that was left to do was get out on the river and put what I've learned to the test. I was so excited to give everything a try. As soon as I got home, I quickly hung the sail, with the boat still tied to the dock. Before motoring out into the river, I got everything else set up, which I later realized was a terrible idea. One gust of wind in the wrong direction could have quickly shoved the boat right into the dock or unexpectedly propelled it forward. Luckily, where our dock is, the wind kind of lufts over a bit due to the tree line nearby, at least on that specific day with the given wind direction. I got lucky. I've made it pretty far. I really thought I was doing something at first. To be honest, I was quite amazed at how it all worked. All I could really say was wow. My first day under the sails using just the power of the wind was nothing short of amazing. Trying to make it to that marker. That's my goal. For the first day, I set a simple goal of sailing just the mainsail into the wind, roughly half a mile or so, out to the channel marker. From there, the plan was to circle the marker and sail back towards the dock. I figured it out. As you can see in some of these videos, I was more than enthused and almost in a form of disbelief that it was actually working. I figured it out. I was able to sail into the wind immediately. The basic physics of the sailboat's functions and the possibilities of that alone really had me intrigued. I freaking made it, dude. This is too cool. And look at fucking that. Wow. Look at that. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Golly. This is too freaking cool. I felt like if I could do that, then I would be ready to progress to the next day's milestone, raising both the mainsail and the head sail, also known as the jib. On day 2 of 3, I decided to set the jib and run both sails, while at the same time adding a substantial distance goal. There wasn't very much wind those first 2 days. It was maybe 5 knots or so, which was perfect to maintain control of the vessel and its rigging. By the end of day 2, I was definitely hooked. I can't believe I'm figuring this shit out. I'm fucking thrilled. I'm getting somewhere now. This is sick. Well, I taught myself how to sail in 2 days. This is awesome. There's still a lot to learn, but I'm headed exactly where I wanted to go. Got everything rigged, running both sails. A light breeze, and we're freaking scooting, son. By far one of the coolest things I've taught myself. Moving pretty good. I really can't believe I figured this out. I thought I was a sailor now. After a successful 2 days of light wind sailing, successfully reaching my objective point, and making it back home, I thought I was ready for the real deal. Later that night, I found myself lying in bed looking over the upcoming weather reports in hopes I might find a window of opportunity to feel some real winds. I was in luck. 2 days from now, the wind was set to be blowing 15 miles per hour with gusts around 23 to 25 miles per hour. I was so excited to see that. At this point, I had only seen videos of sailboats laid over sideways, ripping through the water like a shark's fin in the ocean. I couldn't wait. Yet again, I wasn't really sure what I was in for, but I knew I was in for it. On the last day of my crash course introduction to sailing, I got the experience I was looking for, and boy was it intense. Going from 5-mile-per-hour winds to over 15-mile-per-hour wind in a 3-day period probably wasn't the wisest choice, but dang, it was fun. I don't know if the horizon does this any justice, but I don't know if the camera does this justice or not. You can see the bow poles up there. This wind is ripping today. Woo, look at that. I'm fucking standing up. It is wild. Look at that. That kind of put me in a fight or flight situation. Learn now or destroy our new boat. I gained a lot of respect for the wind and the boat that day. I left myself little room for error. I was quite literally forced to learn in the moment. Shit's about to get real. Fast too. There we go. Holy shit. God. Oh, first time sailing in some serious wind is no fucking joke. That was scary, dangerous, extremely hard. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Oh great, now here comes the storm now.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow along to see where the wind takes us next.